The importance of having the right knock code and duties for your express entry applications. Yesterday, I met with a client that he submitted the express entry application with the help of one office. Actually, they reviewed the documents only for him, and then the file was submitted. But after 6 months, yesterday, he received a refusal on the express entry application. Now, the reason is, when you want to claim points for your work experience from back home or overseas, what is important is that you can show and you can convince the officer that is genuine and you really worked on those titles or jobs and whatever that you had back home. This client submitted the express entry application, and then what happened was that instead of having the right knock code, the knock code was wrong and the duties were not mentioned in the job letter. So what happened is that the officer reviewed the file and they say that we are not satisfied that you met that knock code responsibilities and duties based on the points that you got. And because he claimed points for the overseas work experience, because they reduced the points, the score was less than the draw point, and that's why they refused the application. So express entry files, when you take a look at them quickly, you will see that they are easy to handle. However, when you pay more attention to details, you see that it's more difficult. It has lots of challenges, and you should be very careful about the knock codes and about the duties, about the responsibilities and everything. So basically, what is important, we also mentioned previously that the officers are looking at your previous work experience on your previous applications like visitor visas, student visas, work permits. So the express entry is something that you should be very careful and have all your documents information in line with whatever you already mentioned on your applications previously. All in all, if you want to claim points for your foreign work experience in express entry in Canada, you have to be very careful and follow all the guidelines of Canada Immigration to have a very complete file showing that you met those requirements, because obviously this client after 6 months got the refusal and now we have to submit the application from the beginning. And the challenge is when you want to submit this application for a second time, then it's going to be more reviewed in detail, and officers are going to go through some more concerns, questions, because they want to make sure that why you didn't provide them at the beginning and now why you want to provide it right now, or are they genuine and you really worked and everything. So please, if you want to submit your express entry application, make sure that you are following these factors and many others that on the previous videos we also shared, or get good consultations and then submit your application, because express entry applications still are one of the fastest ways to get your permanent residency in Canada.